On Monday, the relative peace of the early morning was dashed by another act of domestic violence. Like in many cases before, the perpetrator reportedly beat their victims before setting the house ablaze. However, this time was different. The alleged aggressor in this case is a woman. 56-year-old Christopher Bramble was killed by his reputed wife, 36-year-old Jewel Quotes, left her husband to perish in the house fire which reportedly started at the couple's West Ruimveldt home. Hours later, scores of neighbors and relatives of the deceased gathered on the scene. They spoke with anger of the years of abuse meted out to gamble. The deceased brother, Junior, claims that Christopher reportedly made several complaints to West Ruimveldt outposts, but nothing substantial was done.
Police only come when she go and say, we do something. There's when 561 load coming for you. There's only police coming for you. 3 o'clock in the morning, then the police coming for you, bring you to sleep, you start to home on. You go to the station, she's a mad man, oh, she hadn't go, oh, she drink, oh, this. She cut it short. She born, that's the first time she born on the house, you know. That's the first time she born on the house, you know. All my neighbors, them go to the station ready for she, you know. All 3 my neighbors, right away around go to the station with she, you know. All them neighbors go.
When was the first time she born it?
Not more than one time she born it, not the first time she tried born it. She tried born, but my neighbors, them was just come out and rescue car, they skated for the house. Sometimes I don't do, most time I don't do.
The deceased man's daughter from a previous relationship showed us a photo of her father after he was chopped in the head 2 months ago. She accuses Coates of having done this. Another resident spoke of the woman's streak of alcohol abuse.
The lady was always known to be perpetually drunk and verbally and physically abusive to everyone in this street. She always abused everybody with no reason. She just abused, always drunk, always carrying on. I'm not a doctor, won't be able to say.
So you would see that she would abuse her husband?
She would abuse the gentleman that died. I'm not aware that they are married, but she would abuse him constantly.
Unfortunately, this is not the first criminal act. Coates was brought before the courts in 2016. She was found guilty of dumping her baby on the streets of Georgetown after admitting that she did not want the child anymore. She was charged with child endangerment and was fined $100,000. The Guyana Fire Service was promptly on the scene, but they were unable to save the wooden house. They were only able to recover charred remains of Bramble. Quotes, who suffered burns to the face and other parts of her body, was taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital. She is expected to be charged later. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks for watching Headline News. Leave a like or a comment below. And for updates on the latest news happening in Guyana, click the subscribe button.